Imagine for a moment, tomorrow a world war breaks out, a world plunged into chaos, global powers clashing, missiles hitting, nations fighting for their survival. Where would you be safe in this apocalyptic scenario? Although this may sound like a science fiction movie, the current global tensions between countries like Russia, the United States, Iran, and others suggest that this scenario might not be so far off. So how would you react if the world turned into a real war zone? Today, we will explore together the 10 safest countries where you could find refuge, far from conflict zones, to ensure your survival. These destinations not only offer isolation, but also stability and the necessary resources to protect you and allow you to live safely while the rest of the world struggles in chaos. Curious to know where you could flee in the event of a world war? Stay with us, because this information could change your perspective on the world and even save your life. 1. New Zealand, a peaceful haven isolated in the Pacific Ocean. New Zealand at the end of the world is an ideal place for those seeking safety and tranquility. Why is New Zealand such a strategic place to escape a world war? First, its geographic isolation in the Pacific Ocean makes it virtually invulnerable to military attacks. It is far from the major powers in conflict, making it a less attractive target for warring nations. In addition to its natural isolation, New Zealand is a model of neutrality. For decades, the country has carefully stayed out of international conflicts, significantly reducing the risk of being dragged into a world war. The country also has an advanced renewable energy production infrastructure thanks to hydroelectricity and geothermal power, ensuring its self-sufficiency. With fertile agricultural lands and abundant marine resources, New Zealand can feed its population even during a global crisis. 2. Iceland, an energy and natural refuge. Located in the North Atlantic, Iceland is another perfect place to escape a world war. The island's isolation, neutrality, and lack of a standing army make it a safe haven. Iceland is energy self-sufficient, generating all of its electricity from renewable sources like geothermal and hydroelectric power. This ability to generate energy independently is a significant advantage in case of disruption to global networks. The island also offers abundant natural resources, especially in the fishing industry, and vast, sparsely populated areas, perfect for finding refuge. With harsh climatic conditions, its inhabitants are prepared to face extreme environments, a skill that could prove valuable in a World War scenario. 3. Switzerland, the Alpine fortress and guaranteed neutrality. Switzerland, a small country at the heart of Europe, embodies neutrality. Far from military rivalries, Switzerland has managed to protect itself by staying neutral throughout the world wars. Additionally, it is surrounded by the imposing Alps, a natural barrier that makes invasion extremely difficult. In the event of a global crisis, Switzerland has a network of bunkers and shelters capable of housing the entire population. The country is also prepared to face any crisis thanks to one of the most sophisticated civil defense systems in the world. With its policy of neutrality, high-quality infrastructure, and natural defense capabilities, Switzerland remains one of the safest places in the event of a world war. 4. Bhutan, a peaceful and protected kingdom. Bhutan, a small kingdom nestled in the Himalayas, offers a welcome comfort in a world at war. This country, founded on gross national happiness, prioritizes the well-being of its citizens and remains distant from military conflicts. Its geographic isolation and mountainous environment make it a refuge that is difficult to reach for foreign military forces. Bhutan's policies also favor sustainability, ensuring a high degree of self-sufficiency during crises. Bhutan is also an ideal destination for those seeking peace and isolation while living in an exceptional natural environment. 5. Chile, security at the end of the world. Chile, located at the southern tip of South America, offers unique geographic security. Its distance from the northern conflict zones and its rich natural resources make it a country capable of surviving global crises. Its varied climate, vast deserts, and mountains offer many possibilities for isolated refuges. While Chile is well integrated into global trade, it has a stable food sector and abundant resources to ensure the survival of its population even during a crisis. 6. Greenland, the Arctic sanctuary. Greenland, the largest island in the world, is another isolated refuge. Its geographic location in the Arctic, in harsh climate, make it a place that is not conducive to invasions. Although its climate conditions are extreme, the Inuit population, accustomed to these conditions, is perfectly equipped to survive in this context. Greenland also has natural resources such as fish and fresh water to meet the needs of its population. 7. Australia, a safe haven in the southern hemisphere. Australia, although geographically distant from potential war zones, benefits from a strong economy and abundant natural resources. While its military relations with the United States could make it vulnerable, its isolation, abundant resources, and modern infrastructure make it a preferred place of refuge during wartime. 8. Fiji, the Pacific Paradise Archipelago. Located in the heart of the Pacific, Fiji is an ideal country to escape to in the event of war. With its isolated islands and vast maritime resources, Fiji offers perfect self-sufficiency for refugees. Its isolation and simple living conditions make Fiji a welcoming refuge even in times of crisis, where you can enjoy peace while remaining safe from conflict. 9. South Africa, a balance between security and resources. South Africa, located at the southern tip of the African continent, offers a wide range of landscapes and natural resources. Its geographic isolation and abundance of water and mineral resources make it a viable destination in the event of war. Although there are internal challenges, South Africa remains relatively stable and allows its citizens to find refuge in remote areas such as its mountains and national parks. Conclusion: in the face of the uncertainty of the modern world, it is important to know the places where one could seek refuge in the event of a global crisis. These 9 countries we have explored offer unique advantages in terms of security, natural resources, and self-sufficiency. In a world where conflicts seem increasingly likely, these refuges could very well be the key to surviving and maintaining your safety during global chaos. So where would you be safe if war broke out tomorrow? Consider these options and prepare for an uncertain future. Caution and preparation are essential, as a world at war is one where fortune can turn quickly.